Hello guys, let's begin with it. So, remember last video, the setup video, I told you that you could skip it? Well, you kind of could do the same thing with this one, because this will be a lore-full video and we are going to set up our character, our commander character, let's say, and our other mercenaries, so our squad. So this is gonna be a lot of lore. I'm gonna read a lot and we're gonna talk a little bit about our character, the character we're gonna play with. And so you can skip the next one if you want to spring into action, you know, if you want to see some ground combat. I promise the next one, it will begin with ground combat, you will see. So let's start, shall we? So we have new email. Guys, there is something I have to tell you. Before the screen, there is an intro video that is separated into two parts. In the first part of the video, you can see troop movement, you can see tanks, and they are moving somewhere. They are exploding houses, and there is an airstrike on some place, and it is a city apparently. And we do not know anything about it, only that the city's name is Aruko, and that the place has a queen named Didrana, it seems, because there is a board, net board or something like that. So that's all we know on the first part. On the second part, we appear on it. So we are wearing a hat, we arrive in front of a restaurant, we get our gun, check it, cock it, and we enter the restaurant with our fancy hat. Inside it, we find someone sitting down at the table with a case, with a case, I guess. And he asks us if we agree to the assignment, and he talks a little bit about what he wants us to do. And we are a mercenary, so he's hiring us. He says he has faith we can free the country or something like that. And he gives us a lot of money, 35,000 to be more exact. And he's giving us this money so we can achieve something he wants to be done. And we're gonna discover exactly what he wants to be done and what we're dealing with right now. So, chronologically, let's go with our emails. Chronologically, this was the first one. So, from Enrico, subject inquiry. You do not know me. However, I have been informed that you are in a position to help me. I wish to avoid divulging details of my predicament electronically and wonder whether you can meet me at your earliest convenience. Yours truly, Enrico Civaldori. And so it seems we have talked, because Enrico answers. Enrico sends another email with the subject follow-up. Further to our discussion last night, I found your terms agreeable. I will need a couple of days to raise the money. While I'm doing so, I trust you will be looking into my story, and we shall be able to conclude our deal shortly. So, now we apparently have requested to find out more about his story and about Enrico himself. So we have requested a report from this place called Riz. So let's see this report, and this is the first big piece of lore we are going to read. Okay, so Riz report. As you have requested, please find the background information on Aruko as a file attachment to this message. Thank you for choosing our services, Riz. And so we go here to the folder section, to the file section, and we have the Recon report that came from Riz. Recon Intelligence Services. If you don't know where to find us, we don't want your business. Oh, we got a badass out here. So, client name confidential. Client number 1122. Information requested. Aruko geography, history, government, military background, intelligence. Personal check requested on Enrico Civaldori. Account status cash, prepaid in full. So, Aruko facts. What is this country? It is a small third world country. Varied terrain and climate, one major city, capital city of Meduna, 9 towns, remote and mostly rural, 2 airports, Meduna, that is jet aircraft capable, and Dresden, that is light aircraft capable, 2 medical facilities, Meduna and Cambria. Most of country's DGP is derived, so country's DGP is all the money it can gather or something like that. So most of country's DGP is derived from precious metal exports, specifically gold and silver. Country has some light industry, mostly located in town of Grum. Government. Dictatorship under the guise of a monarchy for the past 10 years. Ruler, Queen Didrena Reitman. Most government services, including education, were terminated approximately 88 years ago. Not 80, 8 years ago. So there's no education, no health service, no nothing, it seems. And no Dropbox. I don't want to expand my space. Let's go. Next one. Did you hear the noise? It was Dropbox sending a notification. The country also cancelled all recreational and social programs, including public health and welfare. So, the people are suffering. Military. Substantial armed forces for a country of its size. 2 infantry divisions, General Army and Queen's Guard, elite forces. Queen Didrena is supreme commander of the entire military. A general heads each of the forces. Due to rapid turnover, the names of the current generals are not available. Relatively small air force, minimal heavy and light armament. Military forces appear designed to put down internal conflict and civil unrest. However, they could pose a threat to surrounding third world nations and are currently undergoing rapid expansion. Economy. Country is rich in natural ores. Mining operations have been ongoing for more than 11 years. Believed to have 6 gold and silver mines, 5 of which are in current operation. Rate of ore extraction and exportation has been astronomical. The imposed switch from a self-sufficient agricultural economy to one dominated by extracting and exporting natural resources has dramatically reduced the per capita income to 1/20 of what it was 15 years ago. Much of the country's wealth has been spent on importing vanity goods for the Queen. The remainder of the national budget is allocated to propping up the military with foreign expertise and equipment. The majority of the population is, in fact, destitute. God damn it. History. Aruko's previous government has been considered a unique democratic monarchy. Although the country was run by a kingdom, ruled by a king and queen, free elections were held every 10 years to assert their legitimacy. Only 2 different Aruko families have ever been considered to have the bloodlines worthy of power, the Chivaldori and the Cordona families. The Chivaldori family ruled Aruko for over 120 years, with the exception of the period between 1938 and 1948, when Pepe Cordona was elected king. It has been widely documented that the switching kings was due to the population's belief that the Chivaldori family was too pacifist to deal with a world at war. The nation believed the Cordona family had the fortitude to lead them through the turmoil. At the end of the Cordona family's first 10-year term, the world was at peace again, and the reigning king lost the 1948 election, removing the Cordonas from power. The Cordona family subsequently returned to their hometown of Amurta. Feeling bitter and cheated, they began a peaceful political campaign to reinstate their family as the rulers of Aruko. Oh, if everything that feels bitter and cheated began a peaceful campaign, come on, the world would be so much better. Let's go. Andreas Chivaldori governed Aruko from 1948 until 1988, when he decided it was time for his only child, Enrico, to take his rightful place. It has been said that the king's ill health, the queen's death, and the discovery of gold and silver in the countryside all pushed Andreas to cede the throne to his well-educated son. The election in 1988, however, was expected to be extremely close. Enrico Chivaldori faced an extremely popular opponent by the name of Miguel Cordona. It has been reported the king felt his son should take a bride. A wedding would have a strong positive influence on the election, thus guaranteeing a Chivaldori victory. The king was confident that his son had the compassion and qualifications to ensure their wealth from the mines would be distributed fairly amongst the populace. A discreet yet hasty international search was carried out for a woman of the right pedigree. Didrena Reitman, of Romanian descent, was chosen. Rees could obtain no further information on the Didrena Reitman, as all records appear to have been destroyed. A search for family members and friends, however, continues. Any further information obtained will be forwarded. Within a year of Enrico being elected king, his father, Andreas Chivaldori, was found dead in his bed. The autopsy results established poisoning as the cause of death. A significant amount of circumstantial evidence led to the arrest and imprisonment of Enrico Chivaldori for the murder of his father. On the night before Enrico's trial, 4 armed escorts were firebombed while transferring Enrico to the courthouse. Palace officials blamed Enrico's assassination on Miguel's rebel forces, asserting this violent act was committed to conceal their involvement in the murder of Andrea Stivaldori. Intelligence. Please note that the following is highly speculative information. So now, it's not facts anymore. Unconfirmed sources claim that the 4 guards had been ordered to turn Enrico Stivaldori over to the Omerta rebel camp rather than delivering him to the courthouse. Queen Daidrana had been certain that Miguel Cordona would kill Enrico, thus eliminating this enemy of Aruco and the only remaining member of the Stivaldori family. 5 severely charred bodies were found in front of the courthouse the morning of the trial, and 2 of them were positively identified as members of the escort team. This evidence alone prompted the conclusion that Enrico had died in the aforementioned firebomb attack. 9 years of rule under Queen Daidrana has left the country in shambles. It has suffered greatly under her iron fist, and there have been reports of unspeakable exploitation, cruelty, and genocide. All members of this judicial system have been executed. The rule of law has become the law of death. What is considered a crime is determined at Daidrana's whim, and no matter the crime's severity, the usual punishment is death. Somewhat substantiated rumors assert that Daidrana has been researching and stockpiling weapons of mass destruction for an undetermined purposes. So substantiated rumors. That's bad. The population has been living in constant fear. They have grown accustomed to witnessing the fateful result from the slightest hint of subversive behavior. As a result, they cannot be relied upon to assist in any sort of military retaliatory action. Recent events. Miguel's Cordona's rebel base has begun to receive outside funding to purchase the arms necessary to engage in small-scale skirmishes. Queen Daidrana cancelled the election that was due to be held in 1998. Within the same decree, she has declared herself ruler for life. Let me breathe. 2 months ago, Aruco's military forces attacked the Omerta rebel base. It is believed it was totally destroyed, although there have been unconfirmed reports of survivors. Personal check. As previously stated, Enrico Stivaldori is dead, therefore no current information is available. Or is he? Because we have talked to someone that claims to be Enrico Stivaldori. So what is happening? Here at Recon Intelligence Services, we hope you are satisfied with our search results. We wish to remind you that we consider our relationship an ongoing one. If any new information becomes available, we will be more than happy to forward it to you free of charge. Should you have any other inquiries, feel free to contact us at any time. We would be pleased to extend our services to you once again. Thank you for your patronage, Riz. So now we know a little bit more about the lore, you see. And Enrico has confirmed this. After we have read the report, after we have met him, after he gave us the money, Enrico confirmed. So, before he gave us the money. So, I am available to meet with you at Petrinska Kavarna in Prague at the time and date you prescribe it. I will bring the funds as required. So, everything was set up. Enrico gave us the money. We will now begin our campaign against Daidrana Reitman. So, what is the first step? We gotta know who we are, and for that, we gotta go to Psycho Pro Inc. We know what you're thinking. So, know your character. Can you be your own worst enemy? How can you best use your talents? Find out who you really are at IMP, Institute for Mercenary Profiling. At IMP, we know the mercenary trade, we know the pressures you are under, and we know what it takes. Advice you won't find at any candy-ass PC site. Our profiles are designed to elicit honest answers, accurate results, and information you need to know. Why you need us? As professional armed servicemen, you need psychological profiling and sometimes counseling to get ahead in your profession and to use your God Smith & Wesson given talents to their fullest potential. IMP takes you there. What you get? IMP analyzes you scientifically. We look at your personality, your skills, your physical attributes, right down to voice and portrait identification. You get a look at your character, an in-depth profile of who you are and what makes you tick or get clocked. How much? With this special email offer, you get it all for only $3,000, a saving of $2,500. $2,500 off regularly advertised prices. This is a limited offer by invitation only. Your secret activation code is XEP624. Law enforcement agencies are requested to note that this is for entertainment only, and IMP does not, in any way that can be proven in a court of law, technically supply actual mercenaries. So guys, if you play this game for long, you know this code XEP624, you're gonna memorize it. I have, and probably the people at Bear's Pit community have too, so you're gonna memorize it. Okay, so let's go there. And people, there's something interesting. Do you see this laptop screen? How beautiful it is with Sur OS 8, and the name of our laptop is ENIAC Power 80II, something like that, with Internet Surfer 4.0. So guys, this is 1999. PCs were very obsolete compared to ours now, and there was no Google. There wasn't even Yahoo or things like that. So if you wanted to access a website, you needed to know exactly where to find it. You needed to know its address. So it was like having a phone number. You can only call somewhere if you know the phone number. The same thing, internet had the same approach. You could only access a website if you have its address. So without Google, we can only access the websites we know. And what we currently know is the AIM, Association of International Mercenaries, IMP, the Institute of Mercenary Profiling, and we only know this because we have read the email. We have the campaign history that will show a little bit of the conflict summary, battle reports, and news of Aruko, so right now there is nothing. And Melody, that is kind of a profiling about the team, it seems, so it's interesting. And we have also IMP. So right now, let's go, let's put the code XEP624 and let's press enter. So let's begin our profiling, okay? So let's begin it. So the name we're gonna put is, let's change a little bit. I am gonna go with, let me see, one of the authors I have here. We have Aragon, we have Harry Potter here, we have Pullman, The Golden Compass, we have H.P. Lovecraft, we have Mary Shelley, Douglas Adams. The Douglas Adams one was from my last gameplay. I'm going to go with John Reed. Okay, John Reed. John Reed has written a very interesting book about the beginning of the Soviet Union. If you like the subject, you can read it. So John Reed is our name. Our nickname is Joko. So Joko John Reed. Our gender will be male. So let's go. Appearance. So let me see the new portraits, because apparently there are new portraits here. There are not. No, I thought there would be, but okay. Okay, let me see. Gonna be okay. This one.
Time for the enemy to say its prayers.
Let's listen to the voices.
We have some inconveniences to dispose of. Time to take out the trash.
This one's good.
It's showtime. Look, it's alive.
I like this one.
Time for the enemy to look. It's alive.
I'm going to go with this one. Male chaotic. We're gonna have normal body. Come on, normal body. Skin color is cool. Shirt color, let's go with dark blue. That's the one I like. And pants color, let's go with black, because I like black. Let's go. Character. So now we're gonna begin profiling our characters. So what are our character's traits? So I have to stop saying so. But one last time. So I like to create one specific character, and I hope you will board my ship, because I believe it's a very useful character in the beginning, and sincerely I like to play with it. So I'm gonna go with Assertive, because it has bonus on training militia. The character I wanna make is kind of, he was a teacher of something, and then he went to be a mercenary, okay? So, and this is very fun to speak of, because the first time I played this game was like more than 10 years ago, and I used it to have the same character. And after some time, I, in real life, became a teacher. So it's very interesting to see this. So, okay, let's begin with in real life conversation. Let's go Assertive. And my disabilities: self-harming, occasionally harm self, fear of heights, performance suffers while on rooftop, hemophiliac, short-sighted. So, why would I do this? Because when you choose a disability, you may have more points to spend on attributes and skills later on. But right now, sincerely, nervous, will suffer panic attack, heat intolerant, when in tropical or desert sectors, claustrophobic, fear of insects. Will drown easily if attempt to swim. Let's go with down swimmer. Let's see what it... Maybe I will die drowned, and it would be cool. So I look average, and appearance is not important for me, because we are chaotic. Our voice says that. You have average manners, and I care somewhat for that. I am Brazilian. Let's go. Let's be Brazilian. What is it? Okay, Brazilian. And I hate everyone of, let's see, Belarus, Serbian, Portuguese origin. And I hate it extremely. Okay? And I'm not racist against nothing, and I'm not sexist. I cannot be the bad guy. I can be a chaotic guy, but not a bad guy. So no racism, no sexism. I don't approve it. I'm not gonna be it. And right now, let's see our skills. So, if we are a teacher, I believe we have, you know, we have a way of talking to people, we have a way of dealing with people, we are a little bit like natural leaders. So let's be the deputy squad leader, in fact. So double this up, and we're gonna be squad leader. And also, the minor trait, survival, this is new. Plus 30% group traveling speed between sectors is traveling by foot. Wow. Wow, how cool, man. Interesting, but I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with teaching. We can bonus your militia training speed, effective leadership, teach other mercs. Let's go with teaching, okay? And IMP background. This is cool. Let me just see if there are more. Yeah, there are more. So, I think I use it to choose... There was something related to teaching. Instructor. Was instructor? Maybe? Leadership stat, blah blah blah. No. Military advisor? No. Let me see. Barkeeps. Drill sergeant? But I have changed these things a little bit. Interesting. So we have to find another one. So my background is UN, let me see. Field resistance, suppression resistance, team capitulation. No. Let me see instructor again, right? Plus 5% effectiveness to recruit approach. As spotter for fellow snipers. Plus 10% effectiveness of to direct approach. Okay. No, you know what? This is cool. Let's be an instructor. And the attributes. Now it begins. So guys, we have 195 points here. It is a little higher because we have selected the disability. So right now I'm gonna go with 75 health. I'm gonna go with 75 dexterity, 75 agility, 70, 60, sorry, 70, no, 65, all of them. And these big guys here, I'm gonna pump them up all the way. Marksmanship, let's leave it at 65 too, because I want to have enough to go to level 2, level 3. Let me think about it. No, level 2. Let's give him a little more marksmanship. So, what are the stats about? I'm going to explain to you a little bit. Health is the amount of damage you can take. That's it. It's sincerely, that's it. Dexterity is your ability to manipulate things. So for example, if you want to repair things, you must have dexterity. If you want to throw grenades and throw melee weapons, you must have dexterity. If you want to lockpick something or cut a fence or set up a bomb in a wall, you must have dexterity. So it's very important for those people that are more tactical and even more supportive roles. Right now 65 is okay. It's like we're okay. Agility. If the higher the agility we have, the more action points we have, it is more difficult for enemies to detect us. We move faster too. And if I'm not mistaken, there is another thing. But right now I do not remember. But agility is a very important thing for special operation soldiers, you know, special operation mercs. So you might have, you might need high agility if you want to go to take people out without the other soldiers noticing and go to stealth missions. Strength is your ability to cause damage with melee, and it is also your ability to destroy or break things manually. So for example, you're gonna open a locker or open a door, you must have strength to kick it open. Also, strength determines how much you can carry. Well, and more importantly, if I'm not mistaken, strength also helps you deal with weapon recoil. So the higher your strength, the better you deal with recoil for automatic weapons. This is very important. So high strength guys are better with rifles, let's say. Wisdom is your ability to get better. So all these stats here, leadership, strength, agility, dexterity, and health, that you can increase them by training or by using them. So if you kick a door several times, let's say you spend one day kicking a door, maybe you will gain 1 point of strength. And the speed at which your other attributes increase is determined by wisdom. So the higher your wisdom, the faster your attributes are gonna grow. So high wisdom is very good for mercs in the beginning, for example. So maybe the best mercs for you to hire in the beginning are the ones with high wisdom, because at the late game they will be very good. Also, leadership is your ability to deal with others. It is very important to recruit people, to talk to people, and to maintain the morale of your troops. So for those characters that are the leader of the squad, get someone with high leadership. Marksmanship is your ability to shoot and hit. Explosive is your ability, I think marksmanship also helps with recoil. Explosive is your ability to set out explosives and also to throw grenades. Guys, it's risky to deal with explosives if you don't have the explosive skill high enough. Really is. 35 is not enough. I'm going with the background that I was a teacher or a mercenary teacher, instructor maybe, and I have basic knowledge of everything. So maybe I can be a jack of all trades if extremely necessary, but generally I will not do this if I'm able not to do it. Medical, your ability to heal, your ability to make surgeries, and to use less items and heal more with less. So mechanical is your ability to fix things, to unjam things, and to deal with things that have mechanical nature. So if you want to open something, maybe the mechanical thing can help you. If you want to, you can create items. Okay, there is a not fabrication system, there is a crafting system that mechanical skill also helps. So you can choose that. And starting level, for me it is important because mercenaries with the same level or lower, they get inspired by me. So if I have a higher starting level, I can inspire kind of everyone, you know. So I will put my starting level at 2, and I have 5 points here left. I'm gonna put it at health, strength, maybe strength. Yeah, so we can carry more and deal with recoil better. No, maybe agility, because strength is okay, but agility... Yeah, let's go with agility. Okay, so we're gonna hit OK. And how should gear be selected? This is a new feature I have never tested. I have only seen the videos from the developers. So I will go... The old method is a little random, according to your choices. The new method, we select and we pay for it. So let's go with the new method. And I'm going to select... Let me see... We have only pistols? Yeah, we have only pistols to select. God damn it. Let me see. We have the Sphinx. What is the Sphinx? I've never seen this. Walter P99. M19. We have some interesting guns here. Viking. Crash. What's this? So we can carry 2 guns if we want to. But right now I'm not interested in doing this. So I'm gonna carry 1 gun. And it's gonna be... Sphinx, no, this one, the high cap, HP. Which one is the Grush? Come on, is that expensive? Beretta, Sig. I'm gonna go with this one because I have never seen this weapon, and I'm going to go with Glazer ammo. Okay, Glazer ammo causes a lot of damage to flash, and it's good in the beginning. So let's click the plus here, and we're gonna get 4 Glazer clips. Also, we're gonna go with a beer. No, we're gonna go with a first aid kit. We're gonna go with Cuban cigars, cleaning kit, binders. I've never seen binders. Interesting. What are they for? Okay. Let's go with canteen, okay, so no additional items. The canteen is good to regain energy, so if we get hit a lot or something like that, we can use the canteen. First aid kit's good. We're gonna go with steel helmet. We're gonna go with Kevlar vest, so it's the only option, I guess. Yeah. No, come on, man. Leg protectors, really? No pants. Let's go with no pants. Extended ear. Yes, I want it. Sun goggles. Yes, I want it. LBE gear. I want it. Team spec. No LBE combat pack. No, let's go with team spec. This is good. It's good to have a backpack and thing. And we will go with a holster. Okay, also. 2 holsters, no, only 1. So these are our items, and the cost is this. Let's finish it, and I think we're good. Let's be done with. It's $4,323. Let's authorize it, and it's done. Yeah, I guess we're cool. So we have received the email, and guys, this email is the IMP analysis result. It contains a little bit of lore, but sincerely it is not that interesting. I'm not gonna read it, okay? If you do want to read it and take a look, sometimes it's funny and you're gonna laugh a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it. It's not really necessary. So right now we already have 1 mercenary. And we have his stats, we have friendly approach, direct approach, cool. Employment and things like this. And also his inventory. So we have only more mercenary. 1 mercenary is not enough to begin a campaign. So right now, we're gonna do exactly this. We're gonna go to the web, and we're gonna access AIM, the Association of International Mercenaries. And we're gonna hire some mercenaries. So there is a little bit of history here, and sincerely, I'm gonna read it. The last time I didn't read, but let's do it. So, in the beginning, In the beginning, in a Montreal subterranean bunker in 1991, three men, known only by their three aliases, Colonel Mohammed, Commander Spice, and the White Asian, found themselves in the heat of an armed struggle without access to enough manpower to end the hostilities. With great effort, they secured financing and located the people they needed to put an end to the conflict. The underground channels they developed became known as the Association of International Mercenaries, vowing that others seeking justice should have access to professional soldiers. Their assembled team of men and women became the original members of AIM, commanders engaged in small-scale private of AIM. Okay, there's a point. Of AIM commanders, maybe. Yeah. Original members of AIM commanders engaged in small-scale private conflicts adopted the organization as a primary source for labor. So let's go to the next page. AIM history: the island of Metavira. Operating in the shadows of military warfare, the organization finally gained worldwide recognition when they brought the Metavira conflict to a successful end. It was a hard-fought, island-based engagement that sacrificed many lives, yet it resulted in securing a steady supply of medically rare and valuable fallow sap. What's this? I have no idea. Thousands of children owe their very existence to our members and the Richards, and we wish to thank each and every child for their cards and letters of appreciation. Interesting. Gus Tarballs. A year later, governments around the world called upon AIM when the DFK tried to monopolize the skies with its satellites technology. Gus Tarballs commanded the AIM operative excursion that brought the DFK to their knees. What is DFK? I have no idea. The operation proved beyond a doubt how crucial private limited-scale tactical warfare can be. As a result, AIM became the model organization to call upon for such missions. The bravery and tenacity he exhibited during the battle against the DFK earned Gus Tarballs membership within AIM. Next page. A word from one of our founders. Over the years, we have tried to raise the quality and standards by which we recruit our personnel. I can say with great pride that I believe we have now reached the point where we only offer the finest professionals, while still providing our clients with an excellent selection of affordable talent with diverse skills. Colonel Mohammed. Sorry, not Mohammed or Mohammed? Let me see just real quick. Mohammed. Oh, okay. Also, AIM history, incorporation. AIM incorporated in 1996 and initially went public with a common share offering of $4. Okay. By the end of the first week, the New York Stock Exchange closed with AIM stock selling at $14.20. During the past 24 months, its share market price has continued upon a course of steady growth with an average monthly increase of 8%. If history has shown us anything, it is that war and conflict are as sure as the sun and rain. AIM Incorporated has a proven track record of prospering from the human condition. We see no reason why that trend should not continue well into the foreseeable future. Highly recommended as a short or long-term investment. Dunn and Bradroth report, September 1997. Just 7 short years after its inception, the Association of International Mercenaries is currently a highly respected organization with a staff of over 200 people. It has branch offices on every continent. And this is the last page. We have the alumni, that talks a little bit about the mercenaries, the important mercenaries, or the dead mercenaries, or gone mercenaries in any way. So for example, we have Ears, Bernie, Turtle, Rev, and things like that. This is interesting. There are the policies here, but I will not do that. Let's agree. Yay! Okay, AIM homepage. So let's see the members, shall we? Let's go to the members. So let's hire our squad. So let's go by price and ascending. Let's view by individual mugshot. And I want to see the new ones, because there might have additions here. Bow. So let me see who's new. Are you new? No. Okay, Roachburn. So the last time I played, there were some new ones. A lot of them I see here. Ahmed Duck, Bob Adams. Okay, there are not many new ones from the last time I have played. This one is. Wow, 97 wisdom. 97. God damn. This one is also Stella. Cool. They're very expensive, it seems. So we're gonna go with the cheap ones, shall we? So the first one, oh look, Gus is here. First one we're gonna hire, I'm gonna hire the 3 I like, and then we think about the rest, okay? So let's go with Michael Dawson. He's a medic, and as a medic, I will give you some gear here. Let me see, what shall I give you? This is my god, your gear is expensive. Okay, the standard gear is good for me right now, let's go.
Michael Dawson, MD.
Hello, MD. I'm gonna hire you.
How long a contract is this going to be?
So for now, let's go for 2 weeks, shall we? And also, I like to hire Barry Unger. And I like to hire him with... What's this? Gun cleaning kit. Cool. What am I gonna hire you with? I'm gonna hire with a toolkit.
Hello, Barry Younger. What can be done for you?
I wanna hire you, man.
How long you want me to work?
2 weeks. Is it good for you?
We have reached simultaneous agreement. Count me as part of your team.
Thanks, Barry. Let's go to the next one. The next one is Igor Dolfich. And Igor, I want you... Gun choice is this? Is it Scorpion? Night Up, Survival Premium. Interesting. Let's go with Scorpion, shall we? And it has even a flash suppressor. Cool. And it's not that expensive, you know? There's a night vision gear. What's this? MRE? Oh, it's food, okay. And a sleeping bag. Huh. The premium? God damn it, the premium is expensive, but there are a lot of interesting things here. Is it vodka? Bottle of alcohol. Wow. You know what? I guess we're gonna hire him with this. Let's contact him.
This is Igor Dolvich. What kind of contract do you require?
2 weeks, let's go.
I heartily endorse this contract.
So our finances are down, but we have hired 3 people. So we have MD, we have Barry Younger, and Igor Dolvich. And guys, that's practically it. So the last thing I want to do is... Ooh, what's this? Show quests and intel. This view shows which sectors... Oh, sorry. I didn't see, but the relevant quest. So we have to kill the Adrena who is here, and our main quest right now, or the current quest, is here. And this is show weather. Wow, how cool! Sandstorm, thunderstorm. Wow, man, cool. So we're gonna see this after in the next video. So guys, there is something I will always do, and I recommend everyone does too. After doing this, after configuring your mercenary, before going into the game, save it. Just do it, you know? Come here and let's go gameplay save. Okay, I'm gonna do like this. Because the game sometimes crashes, and it also... I remember, at least when I was playing a long time ago, that it had some infinite loops, and you kind of have to reload it. So we're gonna find ourselves in some of those situations, probably. If they didn't fix, if the community, the awesome community didn't fix, and maybe they did. So guys, that's it for this video. Next video, we're gonna go into combat directly, okay? And so see you on the next one. Bye bye.